We have returned! The RimWorld Crusade! So, to remind you of the premise, this will be, I guess, Season 2, in a way, because it's been months. The goal of this campaign is, first of all, we're going to be playing with an ideology that I've made, and we can tweak this later on if we want, that is meant to convey the vibes that we're going for. General Christianity, yes, but also with a distinctly crusadery vibe inspired by Warhammer, the real-life Crusades, and some of both negative and positive legends about it. In other words, memes. Our goal ultimately will be to either convert or conquer the entire planet. I have not done a run like this before, so we're going to see how it goes. And there's probably going to be a lot of hiccups along the way, but that is the goal. So presumably we would begin, work up our base to a certain level of militaristic might, and then get to work. And we're going to begin we're just crash landed. We'll do Cassandra Classic. We've typically done Blood and Dust. Let's just do Strive to Survive. We do reload any time. We play like it's commitment, but we do reload any time in case we need a mulligan. Sometimes I've had runs end because of a misclick, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It is a miserable experience. I don't know how long we'll go today. I guess we'll see. Just because I'm a little hungry. I'm a little hungry. And I think I may have gotten slightly sick over the weekend, so recovering from that a little bit, I think. But otherwise, I don't really have anything to do today. Other than, I guess, clip this stream once we're done with it. We're going to look for just... Sorry, I'm looking... Typically, it tells you... There it is. We're striving to survive here, so we're going to want a year-round growing period if we can get it. Being near the desert is funny. So we'll probably be near the desert. Since we're going to be doing a lot of traveling, just being near roads is good. So this seems like a good spot. That's a major road there. We don't need to build on the road. What's that? Oh, a glacial plain. Certainly interesting. Oh, apparently there's a... ancient uplink. I do like that. But the question I have is ancient ruins... Granite, limestone, salt. It might not let us build here. It might not let us build there because I think it's going to be too close to the other locations. Hollows near polluted tiles. Where's the pollution? Is that the pollution? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, that's new. so I didn't know to look for that. Going a little further up than I'd like, but this tile is also near polluted tiles. Where are the polluted tiles? I don't see any polluted tiles. Okay, I guess we're just building off the River Jordan. There we go. Wait, what? Oh wait, load saved. I have to hit next. You did not? Hold on. I think this is the first time I'm booting it up on my new PC. I don't think it saved my ideology. I don't think it saved the one I created. Okay. Alright. Origin. See if I can remember. Supremacist, yes. I think we did... Yes, I believe we did have male supremacy, because that's what makes it so that only men can be priests. Proselytizing. We have 1 to 4, so I think loyalists, yeah, loyalists and supremacists are mutually exclusive. I'm just trying to remember. I think we did do Raider. I don't remember. I think I might go for human primacy. Unlocked roles production specialist. What does that mean? I think we just stick with what we have. I don't think we need any more. I think we could if we wanted to. I don't think we need it. Think the man's even maintained woman. Never respect. I don't know why in a male supremacist God was given female pronouns, but okay. Execution respected if guilty. And spouses, one only. Spouse only, strict. Apostasy's abhorrent. Harvesting organs is a terrible thing. Yeah, we probably keep that. I can make insect meat loved. Yes, let's make insect meat loved. We're a proper John the Baptist eating crickets in the desert. Proselytizing sometimes. Diversity of thought. Intense bigotry. We'll do moderate bigotry. We'll do moderate. Looking, why is fungus despised? Okay, I guess it's despised in any case. The melee specialist. I'm just looking. Mining specialist. Manly converter. I love that. I could change it later, but I just love that. I like the manly converter. I do like the idea of having... I remove... Oh, it doesn't let me. Maybe... Let's go back. Really? Back takes me all the way back. Alright, sure. Supremacist, we will do human primacy. Proselytizer, male supremacy. There we go. Slavery is acceptable. Actually, let's go back. We'll do pants, shirt, and hat. That's only strict. Loved. Oh, I actually can't change that. Alright, sure. Make holder. Specialized status focus on crafting and construction to the exclusion of all else. Specialized role giving increased casting. Blah, 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 blah. I think I'm going to do a shooting specialist, though. Just because shooting is generally more useful. The human pastor. Yes, I would just assume that is what he is. Crusader Creed. We are not Neo-Anabaptist. What would we say? Juror's Delight. An horror symbol. I do like that. I do like that. Yellow. Oh, I mean, that's it. That's just it, isn't it? Again, feels a man hunting mooses. Erase. Bidding Anabaptist. It's all fine. Remove. We already have a Christmas tree party. Effigy pyre, sacrificial flag. Yeah, I guess that's a problem. Funeral makes sense. Edit. Prima Fiesta. The Party of God. No, Ninth of April May is fine. Anything... Yeah, you know what? And that's basically, what would you say? Christmas, Easter, and Pentecost. That's how I see it. The man pendant. The bow of mankind. Oh, stupid. I don't know, make a sword. The man long sword. Perfect. I can think of nothing stronger. Oh. Minimal is none. Okay. I save. There we are. I guess it'll be slightly different than last time. Okay. Sigma. The evangelist. She definitely is an evangelist. She has 11 social and 7 intellectual. Automatically, that's a good one. The most important things to have are, what, construction? I guess in our case, farming and intellectual. Cooking, construction, and intellectual. And plants to a lesser extent. Her cooking's not terrible. Oh, but it's nothing compared to Ivan. Look at this dude. Does he have... He doesn't have really any demerits. He's just great. I mean, 10 melee is good. 4 cooking is good. 10 animals is good. 11 social, 6 intellectual. It's not bad. If anything, the problem would be that he's not specialized. Sean over here, he has a bad back, but he has 9 cooking and 7 plants, which is very good. And 8 social, too. And 6 medical. Okay, Severin is coming. I feel like decreasing the difficulty as... I've been doing Blood and Dust for so long, I think decreasing the difficulty might have improved the starting quality of our colonists, because these are really good, actually. Maybe we take Wright instead of Severin, actually. Although, cooking, he has cooking. She has plants, medical, and intellectual. I'm just trying to think. Whoa, she's pregnant. I'm actually really tempted to take her, just because had I haven't had a child. I haven't had a baby ever in this game. It just hasn't happened. A lot of medical intellectual. A lot. Low shooting all around. Ben is not coming. Ben is not good. 10 construction. 11 construction. And he's a fast walker, and he's a brawler. How does this team look? 4 cooking, which... So he would be our chef. And then when he's not cooking, he would be researching, I think. 4 is not very good, but it's something. But if he's our researcher, then she doesn't really have a purpose. Of course, although I do kind of want to take Starry just get the baby. I think the issue is that everyone is kind of in the same boat. She also, like, a lot of social and intellectual. Fast walker, fast learner, tough. See, social, intellectual. Intellectual. We'll research very quickly, at least, no matter what we do. I think we should just take Sigma. Albondiga will be our cook. Oaks will be our constructor and our planter. And then Sigma here can be our... I guess our... well, doctor? I'm just trying to think. We might just take Severin. Super immune is very good. He has a bad back, which isn't great, and he's 78, which isn't great. But he's immune to diseases. He has 9 cooking, 7 plants. And he's social, so he can recruit, and he has 6 medical. I think we have to take him. This has been one of the harder... This has been one of the harder starts. I don't normally spend 20 minutes deciding my team. Just rough. It was kind of... I just had I had a lot of good options, but very few great options. Okay. What do we have here? First of all, Severin gets the gun. We only have one. Do we only have a single knife? Both of these guys have 0 shooting. It's the problem. Right, well. The first few months are going to be rough. Oh, and we don't have any mining either, do we? Oh, 0. 5. Okay, we do have good. We have decent mining, so we can get steel as needed. I'd half a mind to build in the mountains, if we could have. Just because it would have allowed us a more defensible fortress. And that's what I'm kind of looking for now. I'm looking for, like, what's a defensible area? And it's probably this here. So probably we'll just commandeer this building over here. I know they're going to be miserable about things not matching, but that's probably just what we're gonna have to do. Alright, I'm looking for allow. There it is. What are those? Lynxes. Alright. There are already doors down there. Someone go chop that wood. How's it going? Well, good, I guess. We just started. Just started. Well, our guys are good, but they're not great. But see how it goes. Let's see. What do I want to do? One streamer was doing adult content and had the Catholic tag. These are evil times. Yeah, you said it. You said it. Being maybe a little too cavalier about steel usage right now, but we have pretty good mining, so I'm not too worried about it. Could be a downfall later, but... On my soul, it's still bad to see, and of course it's bad because it lowered good Kekathan. Yeah, well... it has been said before that... Scandal is one of the worst sins you can commit, so it's, well, it's not good for anybody. There's no such thing as a sin that only affects you, but when you have the more public your platform, the more of a duty you have to maintain a good image. Millstones and all that. Pretty decent plant skill. Let's get the heal root later. 5 rings, 2 and points, redeems 2. Seems like mockery to me. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit rough. I can see I could play devil's advocate for it, but yeah, it's a bit rough. It's one of the reasons why I don't, and this is not to criticize people who do this. Everyone has their own role to play, but it's one of the reasons why I don't think of myself as making Catholic content as much as I am a Catholic who creates content, if that makes sense. I have a level of discomfort about it, and that I don't want to. I have difficulty putting it into words. I talk sincerely, at least God can save her. Yeah, I find difficulty putting it into words, but it's like I don't want God to be a brand. That makes sense. There can be a, I feel like there can be a thin line sometimes between being a religious person who offers a religious purpose and is justly compensated for it versus a sort of Joel Osteen kind of profiteering. It quickly becomes pride when you start streaming faith itself. Yeah, especially if you try to treat yourself or view yourself as some special arbiter. So, I try... Well... Everyone has their own role to play. And so I definitely don't want to begrudge people for doing Bible readings publicly. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously. But there's a slippery slope there. I'm just not sure where the boundaries are. I fully admit that. I don't know where the boundaries are. I don't know where the boundaries are, so I stay away from the boundary. I couldn't do it, I'd become too prideful, but I know people who could do it. Yeah, I know people who I think do it extremely well. I know people who do it extremely well. I think Junie Perwood does an excellent job of spreading faith with love. I think that there are people who do it well. I don't know that I could. Which is kind of ironic, because I've worked as a youth minister in the past. I enjoyed it. I have no problem with doing ministry. But I also don't see what I'm doing as a ministry, per se. I feel like one of the lessons I've learned over the years is that one of the better ways to evangelize is just to try to be a stand-up guy. Just to try and be good and joyful and let people come to you. That's how I see it. I will not preach, but I will defend the church. Yeah, I'm kind of in a similar boat. Because I haven't been called on it, but I've told people in some of the groups that I'm a part of, like, I will absolutely, like, if you need a debate or just someone to represent a Catholic perspective, I will stand up. I am about as reasonably confident as I can be in my apologetic ability without being too prideful about it. Because I'm flawed. I'm not an expert. I'm no Jimmy Akin. I'm nothing like that. But I'm a convert. and I was converted through arguments, so I feel relatively confident in my ability to make persuasive arguments. But I'm not... It's so difficult to phrase. It's kind of like this. I have a bit of a... What would you say? I have a bit of a non-aggression policy. I used to have a podcast, so I used to be much more... What would you say? Argumentative in my public persona, but I've tamped that down a lot. And my current policy is basically, if you don't take shots at Catholicism, I'm not going to take shots at you. I'm going to do my thing, I'll let you do your thing, and we can be friends. Not because I don't want you to convert, not because I don't want you to change your mind, but because I don't believe that getting in your face about it is a productive method of conversion. I would say it is prideful sin, which is the worst. The one you do publicly, which hurts the soul the most. Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, there's no such thing as a sin that only affects you. All sins have effects on the people around you. But public sin also carries the weight of scandal, and that's no joke at all. That is no joke. And so, because I'll say like, one of the reasons I changed my policy was because I started being more in social media and following a lot of Catholic accounts. And some people are so cantankerous. They're so mean and they're so aggressive, and they're not doing anyone a service, least of all the church. And it's, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the grouch. I'll defend what I believe. I'll defend it publicly. But I think I hate to say my calling, because it assigns a divine providence to what may or may not be divine providence, but I see my role as more of a leader by example than by rhetoric. That's what I try to be. You know, denying, but if you do warn the wicked person and they do not turn from wickedness or the evil ways, they'll die for their sin, but you will have saved yourself. Oh yeah, and there's definitely... Well, I'm not the kind of person who would say, like, oh, you should never call people out, ever. Certainly not. Certainly not. I am not a live and let live kind of person. I will happily debate, I will happily discuss. But there are people who will listen and there are people who won't. And sometimes trying to get a person who won't listen to listen is less productive than just leaving them alone. Live and let live, but not live and let die. Certainly not live and let murder. Oh, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. But an important caveat is you need to be able to do it with love, right? If you have these things but you have not love, you're just a clanging cymbal, right? And I see a lot of people who are correcting without love, and I don't think that's productive. I can actually give an example. I consider him a good buddy. I consider him a good buddy. I consider him a friend, even though we haven't talked much. He said something on Twitter that just wasn't true. Something about the teachings of the Catholic Church that just wasn't true. And so I messaged him privately, and I said, hey, you posted this, and that's not true. Here's what the Catechism says. And what followed was what I thought was an extremely productive and kind conversation. And so that was awesome. And I loved it. And because I was very anxious about it going in. I was very anxious because I really have a lot of respect for him. And I did not want this to become a bridge that was burned, but also, hey, you're trying to publicly represent the faith. I can't just let you say something that's not true. There's also healthy anger towards somebody who defames the church. Of course you should be angry, but it's not healthy to start wishing harm. I just say myself, it's not a fight, but a tragedy. And I definitely agree from you. I agree from you. I definitely agree. I definitely agree, especially because I think I have a bit of a unique perspective just being a convert. Because I have real anger, real fury towards the Reformers and the Reformation and Protestantism in general. Because I feel like it has robbed me and my family and the people who I love of so much. It's robbed us of so much. Protestantism has done so much harm to the world, and it makes me furious. But also, it's not, and the Catechism says this, if a person is born and raised Protestant, that's not their fault. It's like you said, it's a tragedy. And that's how I see it. It is a tragedy. And there's a lot of people doing very good apologetic content. There's a lot of people doing very good apologetic content. I just don't think that's... We're all called to be apologists in our own way. I think as it is. So I don't disagree with anything in principle. I think the question that I'm raising, and the question that we're both raising, I think, in our own ways, is not what should be done in principle or in theory, but in this fight, as it were, how do we contribute individually? What is our role in this metaphorical, in this proverbial fight? Just as in a real conflict, you have the front linesmen and the cavalry and the artillery and the generals. Everyone has their own role to play. And that's up for individual discernment. You were confirmed August 11th. Is that this year? Yes, this year. Oh, last month. Oh, I see. European time. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. I was confirmed myself when I was in college, so that was 4 years ago now? I think? I've been talking so much, I've been neglecting the game. Make sure my guys don't starve to death. My country has less than 18,000 Catholics. Oh, okay. Are you, Are you by chance in one of the Scandinavian countries? Don't starve, RimWorld version. Yeah, RimWorld definitely has its don't... Finland! Haha! I was right! I was close, at least. The reason I guessed that is actually because a few years ago I visited Iceland. And I know Iceland is also, like, Lutheran majority, and they don't have a very large population to start with. I almost moved to Iceland, or I almost worked in Iceland for a few months. Almost, it didn't work out. And so I remember I was looking up Catholic churches in Iceland, and I think there was 4 in the entire country. Kinda right, Finland is Nordic, Scandinavian, but that's nitpicking and not up for debate. Thank you for entertaining my American cultural ignorance. But you got what I meant. Eight parishes in the country, 120 different nationalities. Hmm. Yeah, I can believe it. What's going on? Oh, it's a rabbit. Where is everyone? Kill the rabbit, please. Oh, that's right. We need to make a crafting spot and get a club. My parish has the Missionaries of Charity. Oh, and they help me so much spiritual. I'll tell you what. So, I believe it's the Sisters of Charity that were established by Mother Teresa. I think that's right. I went to a daily mass in Iceland, and there were Sisters of Charity there. And they were so nice. They were so nice to me. It was because obviously it was in a language I didn't understand. But they could. Most people in Iceland speak English, and so they could see that I was struggling a bit. And they came up to me afterwards, after mass, and we walked part of the way back to my hotel together. They were so friendly. He gave me a rosary. It was really nice. Missionaries of Charity is Catholic and centralized religious institute. Equal right for women by Mother Teresa. 5,000 members of religious sisters. Members of the order designate their affiliation using the order's initial MC. Thank you. It's pretty confident, but I always want to be careful I don't accidentally say something that's fake news. Or something that's so radically incorrect that it ends up upsetting someone. I try to visit them every week and pray the Vespers and the Rosary. That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish I had religious organizations like that nearby. Yeah. I try to go to church every day. Same. Same. I mean, well, I've been unemployed for quite a bit now, so... And before that, I was a youth minister, so my philosophy has always been that if you can go, you should go. Because realistically, I think when you get down to it, there is nothing better to do, right? There's no such thing as having something better to do than go to church. It's just whether you can or you can't. Need to make a medical bed. No, I wish I had some religious organizations near me. Unfortunately, I am in the Bible Belt, so don't get a lot of that. I mean, I guess you. Well, yeah, I guess you can. You can probably relate. Your country doesn't only has a few thousand. You only have 8 parishes in your country, so you probably get it. Oh wait, this is not Factorio. This is actually a decent looking game. I'm glad you think it's decent looking. I'm so distracted. I'm not playing. I'm definitely not playing optimally. But no, it's not Factorio. It's more of like a. I have a friend who's once described it as Sims meets Minecraft, but it's a survival game. Leading your aspiring little colony, hopefully to greatness. Or destruction. It all depends. I haven't even set up work priorities. Firefight, patient, doctor. Bidonga. Severin, you're our cook. looking? Two will be your mining priority. One construction priority. Warden at 1. Oh, and he's our researcher. We need to build a research bench. Have you tried Manor Lords? I've not played Manor Lords. Stonkley. I've not played Manor Lords. I've played Norland, and I've played Crusader Kings. I enjoyed Crusader Kings. That was fun. I couldn't get into Norland, which I believe would be a similar game to Manor Lords. But that was because Norland was... I found it to be very confusing, and I found the rules of the game to be very poorly explained. I'll look into it. I know RimWorld, we've been playing RimWorld since the channel's inception. It's my most played game easily. Seasonal flooding. Flooding will subside after several days. Okay, it should just go through the wet spots, I'm thinking. In other words, a medieval strategy game featuring in-depth city building, large-scale tactical battles, and complex economic and social simulations. Rule your lands of the medieval lore. The season pass, weather changes, cities rise and fall. Yeah, it definitely sounds similar. I'm definitely... Well, I'm always game. I'm always game for these kinds of things. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm always game. We'll see when I'd find room for it. Right now, we're starting back RimWorld Crusade, because RimWorld has been a staple of the series for a while, even though we haven't played it in a hot minute. We haven't played it in a hot minute. And so, RimWorld has always been we do variety. You probably noticed if you looked at the channel page. Stream a lot of different games. I'm not the kind of... I'd get bored if I played the same game every day. Right now, the schedule is playing RimWorld on Tuesdays. We're playing a game called Metaphor ReFantasia, which is effectively a Persona game. And we're almost done with it. We're in the final stage, and so on Thursdays and Sundays, which is our usual stream time, we are just blitzing through the last month of the game as fast as we can until we beat it. I haven't played a good game in years. I enjoy RimWorld. We're almost done with Metaphor ReFantasio. I actually don't recommend that game. The gameplay of Metaphor is actually very fun. I've had a lot of fun game-wise, but the writing of the game is some of the worst I've witnessed in a long time. It's bad. It's bad morally, it's bad philosophically, and it's also just plain bad. I love Persona 3, and I love Persona 4. Only game I'm excited for is Wayward Realms. I have not heard of that one. Never heard of that one. What is bad? Sorry, I was googling. One of the games where I'm playing on Thursdays and Sundays, Metaphor ReFantasio. We're almost done with it. The gameplay's fun. The gameplay is fun, but the writing is terrible. And I am so grateful to be almost done with it. It's a spiritual successor to Daggerfall. Okay. Well, I've not played Daggerfall either, so... Well, is he preparing for a while? Oh, he's preparing for a while. May as well just attack him. Daggerfall Unity is my favorite Unity... Daggerfall Unity is my favorite RPG. Oh, I'll have to check it out then. We do love a good RPG around here. In fact, after we beat Metaphor, the plan is to start Chrono Trigger, which I am looking forward to. Elder Scrolls. Oh, it's an Elder Scrolls game. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Okay, this person's... We can probably let her die. Warning though, there's nudity in the game in certain places. Okay, I appreciate the warning. Yeah, I appreciate the warning. Yeah, I played Skyrim when I was younger, and I enjoyed it for quite a while. I put like 60 hours into it. I had the same problem that everyone has with the game, which is that the gameplay loop gets very boring after a while. Just going through the same dungeon and fighting through the same enemies over and over again. I've heard good things about Oblivion, but I haven't played it. Daggerfall is better than Oblivion is better than Skyrim is better than Morrowind. Gotcha. I'll remember that. We love a good RPG around here. Most would wait Morrowind is the best. Oh. Out of curiosity, why do you put it at the bottom then? There, we don't need to use the best medicine we have. Mechanoid signal. Oh, a Cravage. That's so good. Detected a mechanoid ship in orbit. Responding to the signal, letting you salvage the nearby ground. Generates lift. That is very good. I'm going to save, though, because I don't know if that's going to attract mechanoids to our position. So I haven't done this quest before, so we're going to save just in case we need to. Well, it's not technically as good as Skyrim. It does have the happy... It does not have the happy atmospheres. Oblivion does not have the depth of Daggerfall, though most would disagree with you. Daggerfall is more raw than Morrowind, and I like my games raw. Alright. I can see that. I need to get to work fixing up this base a bit. The wooden doors on the inside. Looking now, I may return. Thanks for the talk and the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk and whatever you're doing. Whatever I presume you're doing on your other monitor. Here, maybe I might have done this backwards. Let's rearrange this a little bit. I love how we have just a giant cafeteria now. It's definitely one of the largest starting bases I've had in a long time. We have so much mining skill. And so much plant skill. We can afford to do these kinds of things. And I just have to figure out how to format this most effectively. I did kind of build myself to a corner, didn't I? I want to expand this way. I normally build one giant connected building, but I could try building more of a complex. So I know that's what well, I think that's what most people do. And I think it's more strategically sound, although I could be wrong about that. That is my understanding based on what I've seen. It's that it makes it easier to build traps and things like that. Just on the surface, it looks like we can start building bedrooms. Let's get that out of here for now. This way I can start getting a readout for what I want to do. Good plan. If I do that. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. No, it's 4. We'd like that. Yeah, I mean, that's 3 roughly evenly sized bedrooms. Doesn't give us much room to expand, but later on, we could start building some other things. But I'm kind of okay with this being I guess more of a living facility. And then over here, we can maybe hollow out this mountain and make that into our vault. And build our crafting facilities out this way. The flooding river does act as kind of a natural defense. So that will be helpful to us. I think trying to keep as close to this corner as we can. I think that'd be good. And then we can maybe keep this part out here open. And keep that open and use that for agriculture. And maybe ranching later on if we decide to get into that. We do have really high animal skill. Now, if we wanted to grab an alpaca and start a farming economy, we could do that. We don't need the columns. It's such a massive cafeteria. Realistically, we'll build a prison at some point, and one of those tables will probably go to the prison. And another one will probably go to one of the craft areas. Because I know colonists like to have a table to eat at. Now, furniture. That's interesting. So if we do it that way, can I put it there? Yes. It's cramped, but it's cozy. We can maybe start... Oh, well, we have rice now. Get a dumping zone. At some point, we're going to need to get into stone crafting. But we need a research bench first, which I have not built yet because I've been too distracted. Let's cut down some more trees. Alright, we can just cut down basically all of the trees in the area. Not only for lumber, but also because we don't want anyone getting inside. Oh! Goodness. That is just there. Well as all of the mechanoid bodies. Yeah, alright, we need to build some things fast. Think about that. Not right now. No time for thinking. So we'll build that. And that will just be storage. We'll build outside of it, around here, everything else we need. We have plenty of steel for now, but I also don't want to... Steel is a limited resource. So I don't want to take that for granted. What is that? Ancient Echinoid. I think we need to destroy that immediately. I think we need to destroy that immediately. Why are you upset? Rotting corpse. Mostly the psychic drone. Please go and destroy the midsection. Near the remains of it. Oh, it's an wait. If you get to the transporter, valuable information about it. You must destroy it. Okay. If the only thing I have to worry about is explosion, that's fine. As soon as it starts to hiss, we'll just have Albedongo run away. Which I guess is going to be a long time. It's almost there, surely. 600. It's almost there. night. Wait, it's not allowed. That's why. Haul it? Can't haul it, it's burning. Okay, I don't... No, I'm gonna load. That's a mulligan. I allow for mulligans when we're not making game-breaking decisions. It's just I can't... I want to be able to experience that content. But we won't do it. We won't be able to until later, it seems like. But now we know. If it's something... If the difference between action and inaction is a Google search, I think I allow for mulligans. Or are you upset? We need more recreation this one. We really don't have any wood. Well, it'll have to wait. We used it all. We used it all. Oh, wait, wait. Where'd the second body come from? I know one of those guys was a raider. Who was the second guy? We only killed one guy. Who's that stranger? I guess the world may never know. They're not claimed. Oh, it's gonna be doing that for a while. Can we build a... Do we have... Oh, we need to build a priest. Oh, that's right. I'm waiting on... Can we just... prioritize the oak trees? I don't need to cut down a lot. Just 3. 3 good ones, let's say. Someone just built something, I don't know what. Do we have tailor bench? We'll have cotton coming eventually. We do have stone cutting. Okay, that's great. I love stone cutting. Put the stone cutting bench more so up here. That's gonna be our storage. I'm just trying to think about what the most efficient way to do this is. Realistically, we could just keep mining and put another dumping zone inside. Put a dumping storage over here or something. We need to build a laboratory, but I guess the laboratory could be built further out. And this could be more of a long room. That might make more sense. That might make more sense. Playing the long game, literally. I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll make this a long building, and then eventually, maybe not soon, this could be a while, we might move our dumping stockpile inside. I think that could also help because people don't like seeing corpses, obviously. So just having a stone room inside, I think would be good. That's my 2 cents. I like the idea of having the laboratory in deeper. I guess we could make it underground, couldn't we? I like it in deeper because I think that helps protect it from destruction. Definitely not a room you want destroyed. Crafting, it's Severin. Of course, plant work is going to be pretty major for him. We can... I think I do feel comfortable switching this to potatoes. Potatoes take longer to grow, but it feels like we're okay. Oh, and I guess we do have enough to make a heal root plot. We want, which we will eventually, that's for sure. We have, oh, well, I guess we can afford more. Harvest some wild ones for now. Oh, that's right, I also wanted to make a crafting spot. It's going to duck for now, but we need a club for our melee guy. Yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe we build our little laboratory underground. No, that's a waste. I'm going back and forth on it because the only problem with building underground is that if you want it to look nice, you have to smooth it out, which is a lot. Doing underground stockpiles is nice because they don't need to be beautiful. No one cares if they're ugly. They can just be. Otherwise, keep building with steel for now, probably. What we can do is we can... I do limestone first? Probably limestone. Probably gonna have to mix and match over time, but limestone is what we have the most of right now. But I don't think there's any problem with doing marble for one building and limestone for another. We really need more people. We can also make one of these make an underground room into a prison. Which is also really easy to do. There's less of a need to beautify it, but it is true that prisoners are recruited faster if they're in a comfortable environment. Really need people. Hey, Donga, what are you? What are you doing? Needs to be researching. Okay, we do technically have a lot of these. Ooh, watermill is gonna be rough because if the river floods, then it would presumably destroy the watermill. But can't I build foundations now? Isn't that a thing? I think that's a thing now. Which can be built over water. I don't love that. Normally watermills are fantastic sources of power. You don't... Ampidong is hauling for now. We could put him on crafting if we really wanted to. I'm just not sure we really want to. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, Ampidong is here. Oh, well, here we go. And he's dead. Alright. Well, no recruitment for us. Dang, did he have anything good? 18 animals? Are you kidding? And 7 shooting. That actually would have been pretty good. Not great. Not great. But alright. More graves. Where is it? Oh, he's right. Of course, he's right next to me. That's awesome. Get one-shotted, noob. That's right. We need a ritual spot. At some point, we'll need to Honestly, this building over here, low-key make a great church. The only problem is it's so far away. But it kind of already has the structure. Maybe we just rebuild it. Of course, the monolith is kind of immediately in the way. We'll see. Does Abidon? He does. I'm going to put Albidonga on crafting. That way, if he's not doing anything, he'll just start making bricks, because we need bricks. We need... This will be our big craft room. I know that... I think the devs said that they've edited it. They've changed the game to more greatly reward you for making custom rooms, as opposed to just making one giant room, like the one giant room we're making right now. But we're working with what we have. Do that. Potentially build a prison down here. Let's see. I mean, that's at least 2 big prison cells. Just there in the middle. Which you don't want to house prisoners together, but you also want them to be comfortable. So, you do what you gotta do. At least Severn is finally getting around to the trees. The cotton plants will be done soon. Also, 20 by 2, 40. That's good enough. You don't need a lot of heal root. You get enough of it. As our roles develop, we can see how this space changes. Why am I on Celsius? I do wonder if the game changed some of my settings when I moved to my new PC. No, you had the correct unit. Ah, sorry. We gotta measure it in hamburgers and bald eagles. 52 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a number I can understand. I haven't built the research bench yet. I just kept forgetting. Putting it off. Hit the research bench. And we can look into building a watermill generator, because I'm pretty sure watermill is mostly wood. We also can do wood burning generators. I don't normally do that. You know the weather is cold when Fahrenheit and Celsius start agreeing. It's basically my understanding of Celsius. If Celsius is 0, you're in the danger zone. If it's not 0, you're fine. If it's above, like... If Celsius starts looking like Fahrenheit, you're in the danger zone again. Because it's too hot. Another raid. Another one dude. Minus 40 is when they meet. Gotcha. Yeah, I need to start getting electricity. It's because I'm so used to playing tribal. Normally, if you're playing tribal, you don't have access to electricity. It's early. 100 is boiling water, 0 is freezing water. Yes, I know that. Right. Waste pack drop? Oh, I know what that is. We can't do that yet. You need a freezer for that, and we don't have one. Fire away! It's missing. 7 degrees Celsius human body. Fahrenheit is based on. It's not a true constant. Yeah, that's true. True that. Okay. It's down. This guy also sucks. Okay, this guy is terrible. He's so bad. He has no skills other than shooting and other than combat, really. But he's incapable of dumb labor. I mean, I guess he could be a hunter. That's the only thing he's good for. We don't need a hunter. We need a crafter. We need a crafter. Where he is, he must also fight. It's true. It's true. You know, it helps to have warriors. But what is he doing when he's not warrioring? What does he do when he's not being a warrior? I don't think you... 0 construction, 0 mining, incapable of cooking, 3 plants, 4 crafting, 4 intellectual. What is a soldier when there is no war? Truly. Oh wait, we can't recruit him anyway. Never mind. He's unwaveringly loyal. We can't recruit him. Never mind. It's not a debate anymore. Or police when he's in Europe. It's funny because it's true. You need to war for him to have his work. That's true, and we do plan on warring eventually. But yeah, she is unwaveringly loyal, so we can't recruit her anyway. Normally, if you down someone, you can capture them and then recruit them. That's usually how it goes, but... Oh, Oaks, take the knife. He's not for us, he's against us. Precisely. Or we can make him for us. That just ain't happening. Just ain't happening. Oh wait, I'm a fool. Oh. I've already messed it up. I've messed this up. Oh, this is gonna be hideous. We'll just patch that wall back up. We'll just patch that wall back up real quick. It's been so long since I did an underground build. Time to build another grave again. Don't have a crematorium. What is a watermill generator? It's mostly wood. It's good. It's just the introduction of flood seasons makes that a little worrisome. I don't know if the flood will destroy the building. I assume it will. But I guess it is mostly wood, which makes it mostly repairable. It will float. Yes. Perfect. I see no issue with that whatsoever. We all float down here. It's flawless. Oh. Oof. Stretch my old man bones. Build. Put up there. Do you have a night character? Have you played Alt F4? No, I don't think I've ever heard of it. Assuming you're not just memeing me. €3 from Steam. I will have to look that up then. Platformer game with a knife who shoots chickens. Okay, that is too perfect. That is too perfect. I'm not sure if you've... Well, I think it's a follower emote, but yeah, chickens are chickens are a little bit of a running joke around here. So that's really funny. Oh. Perfect, then you're already set for the game. It's perfect. It's perfect. That's right, we need to build... I meant to build a chess table earlier. There's great meme value in its hard game. Oh. I think I've lost my 683rd knife. Yeah, that's a lot. I guess we'll see then. Oh, I question my gamer fortitude. But we'll need a Thursday game after we beat Metaphor, so I guess I can go on the list. Good watch trailer? Yeah, I'll look it up when stream is over. I would do it now because this game can be slow sometimes, but also if I alt tab, the game pauses. So that makes it a bit of a pickle. I would like to move that dumping stockpile zone inside, but it'll have to wait for now. Severin cutting down more trees? What's he doing? He's going for a walk. Oh, that's right, Oates was in a mood, so he's still asleep. Just need to start doing floors. I kind of wrote them off because it's mostly floored. But mostly floored is not the same as floored. I watched Asmongold play the game, and I'm just laughing at how mad he got. Oh no. I've never done like a rage game on stream before. That would be something new, that's for sure. Let's configure the storage a little bit. In the end, he just alt 4 out of the game and deleted it. Well, I guess arguably that was the point. I suppose. Oh, here it is. Rector. Rolling rituals. Inactive. I'm pretty sure these guys all have super high social. Social 11 and social 8, yeah. I love the chicken song. Oh no, there's a chicken song. Yeah, it sounds like I have to play it. I definitely have to play that at some point, it sounds like. I'm... See, we need to start making some clothes. But the issue is we need a crafter. That's what we need. Don't have it. Severin is our only crafter, but he has so many other things that he needs to do that he doesn't have the time. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, is we're just kind of waiting. In a pinch, I can force him to do it. I can force him to do it if I really need to. Might just be what we have to do. Waiting simulator? Sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie to you, sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time. But sometimes. Sometimes you reach points in this game where there isn't anything you can do but wait. It ain't fun. Ironically, that also makes the game low-key addictive sometimes. Because there have been times where I've played this game and then looked at the clock and, oh my goodness, 6 hours have passed. What do you mean it's 8 o'clock? Aiming to the tune. I don't know the song, so I can't sing along. So what? It was a head wrap. The leader. Well, Severin is actually finishing up a lot of his work now. So he might start crafting. Running back BGM. Oh, we might have a new recruit. It's a child. No, it's not a child. 26-year-old man. Also 10 social. Everyone has 10 social. I guess he can take over mining from Oaks. But then what's Oaks gonna do? I guess he can help out with plants. We have so much social. We have the most charismatic party in the world. Oh, he died. Never mind. Never mind. You running a cult over there? I wasn't trying to, but that might be how it goes. Help, I've accidentally started a cult. Prison is almost done, at least. And that also means we can start building beds. Oats. Oaks, take... Put the head wrap down. You are not the Sultan. You are not the Sultan. There we go. Okay. Let's start proclaiming roles here. And we can get world guide. What does he need? He needs a burqa. Get him one of those. It's BYOB. Bring your own burqa. Wait, what is... I think I think a ship just passed overhead from a 2020. A bunch of cloth masks just fell on the planet. Well, okay then. Flight ID 2020 just passed over our heads. What the heck? I guess we have face masks now. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. No. Fortunately, we don't have our church yet, so party's gonna kind of suck. But we have very high charisma. It was fun. Yay. Very low expectations. I'm glad. I'm glad you had very low expectations. Those are the only expectations I can meet. Oh geez, we're almost 2 hours. I'm gonna let the game run for a minute, and then I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. There we go. Normally I only stream for 2.5 hours, but I'm kind of ahead of my work, so I don't really have anything else to do today. The only thing I would work on would be my my little D&D art project, but I've been streaming that, so I'd still just be streaming. So it kind of doesn't matter either way. Besides, I plan to stream that tomorrow. Funny thing is, if I end stream, the only thing I have to do after ending stream is clipping the stream. It's not entirely true. I do have like my daily readings and my daily writings. So, I'm not going to go on for ages and ages out of respect to my own time. Plus, rest is valuable. Okay, we have watermills. Means we have power. Unlimited power. Oh, heavy bridges. That's what we need. That's our solution to the watermill problem. I thought they added something like that. I just had to research it. Silly me. We'll make some nice, comfortable Swedish prisons. That's probably a waste, isn't it? Let's be a little... We have wood to spare, alright? We have wood to spare. So really, since these are one-person cells... we need one chair, really. Chess table. And another chair. table and a dresser. Oh, it's a mad turkey. I wonder what he could be mad about. Looks at the calendar. November 27th. Oh. I see. Understandable. Unfortunately, I'm still going to have to kill you. So long, turkey. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Stab him! Stab him! Give him the old London special. Welcome to New England, buddy. That's all she wrote. I should probably get a butcher table so the food doesn't go entirely to waste. Alas. Alas. Quest active. Bourne's Shack of Supplies. Backsuit helmet is not great. All these other things are just work sites. I don't like the work site quests. They're so boring. Very boring. Oh! We got a zombie. Where is he? As long as he stays in that little corner over there, we should be fine. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I didn't even realize Severin was in a bad spot. Okay, Oaks, help him. Really bad when your doctor is in a bad spot. He'll be fine, though. He's also super immune, so he shouldn't get infected. That's another thing we need. We need dumb labor. We need someone. We need a janitor. We need a janitor. We really should have recruited that the first one. I'm regretting that decision now. The one that attacked us at the start of stream. Dangerously low on food. The potatoes are almost grown. Rhino is a problem. In fact, all these animals are a problem. They're eating our crops. What am I supposed to do about that, huh? They're eating our crops. I don't know why I'm doing the voice. Let's need a hospital. I could potentially turn this to a hospital up here. We're just trying to think about where I want the church and what I want to do with it. Part of me wants to put it down here. That definitely has the most space. But there's also a freaking geothermal vent right there, which we would presumably harvest at some point. So I might end up just putting the laboratory or the hospital or something down here, which could make sense. That could actually make sense. The reason that could make sense is that we can make this over here into, we could potentially, well, I'm just thinking. We could put the, a medicine container, like, right here. Because typically when you take someone to the prisons, they're usually injured. Usually injured. So I think having the prison and the hospital nearby each other is not a terrible idea. Oh, Severin is finally making bricks. Incredible. A miracle. Is he just going for a walk? Oh yeah, we can also probably make a pool table. On account of the fact that we have a lot of... Yeah, we have a lot of cloth. Because this zone over here is going to be destroyed. Technically, that zone should have nothing in it right now. Just needs to be hauled. But Oaks is going to get on hauling as soon as he's done constructing. So that's a problem solved. I might end up building the church here instead. Here-ish. Try and keep things compact. We can also start putting in flagstones. Once we have a real steady supply of bricks. Flagstone is really cheap. I got some tiles. The fact that flagstone yields no resources will always be somewhat upsetting too. Once we have the heavy bridges, we'll be able to build the water mills. And then we'll be really cooking with gas. Cooking with gas. And also... I'm gonna hold off for now, just because I don't... Let's keep botching harvest. I'm going to take them off plants cuts, but I'm going to put them on one for plant growing. So... Why is he still cutting plants? Right, because that counts as growing. I forgot. Need to build a freezer. Need to build a freezer. What else? So let's say we need to build a rec space, but we don't really need to build a rec space. We kind of already have a rec space. It's just a matter of making it livable. We do have it. I missed the button. We're fine. Let's remove these floors. Oh, are those flagstones? It's asphalt. Keep it, I guess. I don't know. Chicken a shrug. But we can pull up these floors. The granite, it's not going to be enough granite to do anything with, but it'll be enough granite that we can finish up the floors in the top rooms, and that'll make them more beautiful. Which will help improve moods. Let's see, is there anything we can do? Conversion ritual, no, but anyone who needs to be working harder. As well. You know what, we'll save the combat command. Because we only have 3 guys, and 2 of them are melee people, so there's really no combat without getting hurt in the process. It's really not possible. So those top rooms will have granite tile. We have heavy bridges. What else do we want? Getting smithing and plate armor would be great, except we don't have a dedicated crafter, not really. I mean, Severin is working on it. Yeah, we need smithing. At least to get swords. We're a melee group. We're a melee group and all we have is knives. It's a problem. Message. I didn't get a notification for it, which is frustrating. Discord doesn't do that sometimes. And I think the reason is because it's running in the background on my computer. So I think sometimes it's like, well, what do you mean, bro? I told you on your computer. It's like, well, I didn't see it on the computer because I had RimWorld in full screen. Weren't you? Steel do we have? 800, which is actually not a lot. Where's our heavy bridge? It's gonna be a lot of steel. I would love to do a work drive on oaks, but unfortunately we're gonna have to waiting simulator this. Because I want to hold on to our... We don't have a lot of people, and I want to make sure that we don't get a raid and then just get wiped out immediately. Barely have any defenses. We have nothing. If we wanted, we could start building like wooden walls, which is not a terrible idea considering how large our complex is. Even then, that's still a lot. But we have a lot of trees. And we're gonna have electricity soon. Yeah, should probably just get started. Gonna have to bite the bullet eventually, so we may as well just start doing it now. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I thought you can't. It won't let you build bridges on dry land. I think we just have to build it, and then if it floods, it floods. I think that's our only option. At least right now. Eventually we'll have geothermal vents, and that will... We have 2 right by our base. So as soon as we get long swords, that we'll do that immediately. But it's 3,000. Watermill was 700. Heavy bridges was 800. So even if we had been doing geothermal power from the start, we'd still only be halfway there. You know, we'll just have to bite the bullet. We don't even need that much power right now. Like, really, we don't need much power at all. We have eternal summer. And so temperature control is really not a problem. Temperature control is not really a problem. We can use wood for the oven and for torches. The only reason we would need power is just to make things a tad bit more efficient. And eventually, of course, we'll have more complicated machines that will need power. Just for now. Yeah, I'd like to get a crematorium, because we're going to be killing lots of people. What else do we need? Just right now, I'm thinking of what do we have? Right now. Freezer, that's the other thing. Freezer and a crematorium. What a sentence. What a sentence. Try to pass this out. If I do that, I can rearrange that, but that could be the dining room. Which means that this could be the freezer. Or reverse it. I think the issue is I don't want the freezer to be immediately exposed to combat. So if people come in from the east, they're going to attack the freezer first, and that's not what. So we might just need to do a little switcheroo here. Just radically rearrange this room. We need to expand the freezer. We'll expand downward. We're really like into this pocket here. That means that this can be the kitchen. Bring right into a living space would be. Let's plan. Let's use our planner. I don't know what I would... This space throws me off. Maybe I do this. And back here I can put a shelf, maybe? For storing extra foodstuffs. That's not a terrible idea. What I'm thinking is that then we have the issue. Maybe we just expand down. It is true, we don't need a dining room to be this large. It just is this large because of all the tables. But it is also true that these are the tables we have. So, even if we just had 2 tables, that's still enough to seat 8? No. 10. That's still enough to seat 10. So we really only need 2 big tables. So, that table will be gone. Okay, and then that's the dining room. So the minimum for the dining room would put us there. We could also potentially destroy that wall to make it more even. This could just be a big rec room. It'd be an odd shape for a rec room, but it'd be just a big rec room. You can also expand up and potentially make some hallways or bedrooms. I'd have to think about how that would work, but we could do that too. We could also put some bedrooms in odd places. The only issue I see is we're gonna need a big freezer. I guess if we're doing potatoes, we should at least keep some of it frozen. Maybe we do it like this. This will be the freezer over here. And this would be the rec room. For now, we can store some of these extra tables over here. Because they're not doing anything. Oh, we finished. We have 300 limestone. So it might be time to start building the church. Because I think we have all of our other... Oh, we also want to build the crematorium. I was thinking we just put it in. Because the crematorium does also create a lot of heat, so... Yeah, we'll just put it in there. And the other thing we'll do is we can put a roof over it and make it indoors. But we'll create a route to the outside. Heck, let's do 2. That one will be for the vent. And then this one will be a second entrance, I think. Well, we might not want that. Let's suffice it for the vent. Let the vent suffice. Oh yeah, we also just need power. Unlimited power. Yeah, that's probably enough for now. So I do want to start building lamps too. Lamps, kind of a big deal. May not seem like it, but they are. You don't really realize how much how much wood you've used on torches until you run out. One may be surprised. Now, clear all. Get the foods. Allow rotten. Also allow animal corpses. This will be our freezer. Once we have components, that is. We don't have any. We also don't have a janitor, which is becoming a problem. Though I do want to stress that of all the people we've fought, only one of them could have been a janitor. The other one died, the other one was unwaveringly loyal, and the last one couldn't do dumb labor. There's only one person that was at all recruitable, and he died of blood loss, or I could rescue him. Which I did try to do. He was almost rescued. Now, let's get some lights up in here. It'd also be wise to get some advanced lights. At some point, we'll also need to start building some shelves. Maybe we just start. Start what? Let's start building some floors. Down. I'd like to get enough sandstone blocks. Oh, hold on. We have quite a bit of granite, too. Okay, that's all of our granite. It's kind of fun. I'd like to get enough sandstone blocks. Wrong one. Really need a jab. I'll be done. Go see if you can't trade for something good. You guys have got nothing. These guys have nothing. They have some components. I don't think that's worth it, though. Well, no, those are our components. Yeah, these guys have got nothing. Okay, let's just sell them a bunch of cloth, then. They're not really using it right now. Get some sandstone blocks up in here. It's only 5. So we can start... Honestly, we should start deconstructing these walls in general. These walls up here will be replaced by steel. At least in the short term. Maybe in the long term we'll replace them with limestone or something. Venerated man pendant. Learn the really pendant. Collect it, you could... Solar flare. The man pendant. Yeah, I forgot that for some reason. For some reason. They think floors are the most important. Okay. There we go. Not really fussed about guns, because no one in our group can use guns right now. We're all melee. Exclusively. What is that? Mask. Okay. Someone might use that. I don't know. I forgot these guys are really weird about floors. They just, they love floors. Come on. This will be a rec room, and it should be a relatively nice rec room. Full table there. We can actually, we can research carpet soon. Or do we already have carpet? It's been so long since I've done Crash Landed, did I forget? Thing. Carpet making. Nope, there it is. Going blind. Oh, yes, let's... We need... Longsword. Or not. Because Sepherin's crafting is 4. I swear, if we get some, if we can get some, it's just a little, just a little of. Just a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. I don't know the word I'm looking for. I've forgotten. Too tired. Look at Oaks go, though. He's a machine. Uh-oh. We won't have the ability to replace that for a while, I don't think. Let's not do a sandstone door. Use less of our granite. Make a granite door. I think once we get the crematorium built, then we can probably call it a day there. Or maybe that'll never happen. Maybe a star will fall from the sky and wipe us off the face of the earth for our hubris. The only thing about carpets is that they're super flammable. The colonists also like them a lot. So. If it's just in that one room, though. Is there anything else I'm really hurting for? Television would be nice. We can also buy one. We'll do carpet because we're also we have such a high research skill that I don't think it'll take us. I mean, advanced lights was 300, and that didn't take any time. He's going for a swim. For a swim. Yeah, I'm not fussed about things not matching up here. This is not a very important room. I'm not sure we'll ever build anything there except for maybe a second chess table. Oh, we do need sterile materials. Where's that? I guess we'll do sterile materials after carpet. That'll be important when we build our... That'll be important when we build... When we build our... Why can't I English? I really am flatlining, aren't I? I can't even remember what I was talking about. I blame it on the weather. Cold front's coming through. Making me tired. Oh? Oh no. Man hunting sparrows. But are they African or European sparrows? Are they laden? These are important questions when planning the battle. Oh, got one down. Two down. Those guys are being tricked. And there they go. Is there one more? There's one more. Like flying around and then kamikazing? Yeah. They take a weirdly long time to realize where you are. We should get a butcher table. Just not something I've worried about to this point. We keep letting meat go to waste. Wait, we have a pet rat? I didn't even realize. We have an attack rat. We have an attack rat. Okay. It's definitely something. Oh, all this time I forgot to build our freezer. Excuse me. And doors. Need doors. For the inside, wooden doors do just fine. It's the outer doors that matter, because those are the doors that get broken down. It's true on the inside, you can choose, if you are so inclined, to just have steel doors all the way, but the thing is, I usually leave my doors open anyway when they're inside. Reason being that they'll collapse within a day. As long as they remain down there. Has to work. Okay. Well, let's not put that thing outside. We'll put that thing over here. A normal chair outside. And I want to do it right now because if I put it off to next stream, I'm going to forget. Having a good chair will increase the productivity at stations, so that's why. But yeah, I guess that'll do it. We built the crematorium. There's nothing else happening. So, as a reminder, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, we will be doing more Metaphor ReFantasio, blitzing through the game as much as we can so that we can wrap it up, close it out before the new year, and move on to something I'll enjoy playing more. We will also... And we'll also be doing that on Sunday, because we're just blitzing to the end of the game. And that is my main goal right now. We might do a stream tomorrow. We might do a drawing stream tomorrow. We'll see. We will see. Obviously, depends very much on whether I want to, and whether I'm in the mood for it. Or whether something else comes up, but I don't imagine it will. Not something I'm too worried about. But we shall see. Shall see. Regardless, I don't think I have any other news at the moment. So I guess that'll be it. Let's quickly pause and save before someone decides to show up and ruin the good time. Otherwise, we'll cut it there, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. See ya.